6 months, plus supplier pricing for all on new 2026 Silverado 1500 trucks. Together, let's drive Fox Marquette Chevrolet. Experience the difference.
Hi, I'm Jim Koski, and join me Mondays for Life in the 906.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, the jury has reached a verdict in the trial of Tavares Jackson, who faced charges for the murder of his pregnant girlfriend, Harley Corwin. Plus, we'll hear from the father of a sextortion victim on a huge trial happening right now that could make social media companies more responsible in these kinds of cases. And the Marquette County Sheriff is endorsing a candidate to replace current Congressman Jack Bergman. Your 19 News at 6 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
Kelly, good evening. Looks beautiful right now, but I know we have some more snow on the way.
Yeah, Kevin, good evening. It's definitely looking a lot nicer than it feels out there. It's on the cold side, but we've stayed snow-free for today. Like I said, a good reset from that snow, so hopefully you're taking advantage of it and looking really nice on our 19 News downtown Marquette sky cam. Skies are nice and clear on our radar, but over the next 24 hours and actually the next few hours, the overnight we'll start to see widespread snow pushing through, and we have a winter storm warning again with this other round of snow, so make sure to stay tuned. I'll break down all the potential impacts and the details you need to know to get through your day.
Kelly, thank you very much. This afternoon, a Delta County jury reached a verdict in the trial of a man accused of murdering 22-year-old Harley Corwin in 2023. Corwin was pregnant at the time of her death, and her body was found with 2 bullet wounds to the head. Tavares Lee Jackson was on trial for charges of open murder, either first or second degree, felony firearm possession, and assault intentionally causing the death of a fetus. After 7 days of witness testimony and arguments from the prosecution and defense, the jury began deliberating yesterday afternoon. Just after 3:30 today, the jury found Jackson guilty on all counts, including first-degree murder. His sentencing is scheduled for June 2nd. As a landmark social media trial in California nears a verdict, a Marquette father who lost his son to a sextortion scheme is weighing in. It's been nearly 4 years since Jordan DeMay died after being targeted in a sextortion scheme on Instagram. His father, John DeMay, is following a major California lawsuit regarding social media addiction. The case could determine whether platforms like Meta and Google can be held liable for the way their platforms affect younger users.
This is the first time a judge in a courtroom decided, hey, you know what? This isn't about content. This is about a product design. Companies in this country have a duty of care to properly design and develop and manufacture products that are safe for the community and especially for kids.
A jury verdict in the case could come out as soon as next week. Republican U.S. Representative Jack Bergman is up for re-election this year, and a UP sheriff has given his endorsement to Democratic challenger Callie Barr. In a virtual press conference today, Greg Zybert of the Marquette County Sheriff's Office referred to Bergman as AWOL. He says Northern Michigan needs a representative who is more involved with their constituents. Zybert and Barr agree that due to federal funding cuts, local agencies are strained and need support from congressional members.
It's responding to the people that are asking the questions in the town hall meetings that we aren't having. Coming here instead of being in Washington or wherever he wants to call home, your local representative should represent you.
This seat is not a seat for Republicans or Democrats. It's a seat for the people of Upper and Northern Michigan. What we need to be doing is having people who are in touch with their local communities. And when we do that, hopefully we make decisions that are in line with what they need.
Zybert says Marquette County's biggest need is for mental health investments. St. Vincent de Paul's Marquette District has launched a $1.2 million capital campaign for revitalization efforts of its local facilities. Today, they held a press conference at Northern Michigan University to announce the project. Since 2022, a dynamic strategic plan has been in place for an expansion of the Marquette location, quoted as becoming outdated and inadequate for the number of people it serves.
We have an excellent volunteer force, and with our current facility, we cannot use them well because we have no space. We expect to expand our current programs and to introduce new ways of being helpful to the people who are in need.
In total, more than 80% of the campaign's goal has already been reached through several key donations. Kelly Rowland has your first warning weather forecast when we come back. She'll let us know when the UP can expect its next batch of snow. And in this week's Medical Minute, we're joined by another doctor from OSF Healthcare to talk about the importance of colonoscopies and how they can make a huge difference in a diagnosis. We'll be right back.
Optimize your home with Maytag and Whirlpool appliances from Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Maytag and Whirlpool offer best-in-class warranties on durable, state-of-the-art appliances, perfect for your laundry room or kitchen. Available in stock or online, plus free delivery and 0% financing.
CBS Tonight, Georgie turns 21 in a night to remember. Well, not everyone remembers.
What did I say? Then what happened?
Are you sorry for anything else?
I am. Can you give me a hint?
Just remember, new Georgie and Mandy, CBS Tonight.
Wake up! It's St. Patrick's Day again.
Ah! It's fine. You've just seen a ghost. Go back to bed. When I was alive,
Watch the past tense.
which I still am.
Nice save. See Hetty on an all-new Ghost. CBS Tonight and streaming on Paramount+.
Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan.
Live outside Marquette County? Every day, recycling is free at Recycle 906. Bring your cans, cardboard, plastics, and more. One day, one trip, a cleaner Upper Peninsula. See what we accept at recycle906.com.
Pure Outdoor is the first program dedicated to increasingly popular outdoor and eco sports. Individual and adventurous. Journey to the world's most exotic, breathtaking locations. Pure Outdoor.
I'm Drew Carey from The Price is Right here on TV 19.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
The Shunk's Big Winter Sale. I've expanded our selection of American-made reclining furniture. Every one of these reclining groups come with 20 different fabric choices, and you still get the sale price. Recliners? Wow, we have over 200 recliners in stock for you to choose from. Regular recliners, and power lift recliners, and they're all on sale. We have hundreds of chairs to choose from. High-leg recliners to stress-free chairs with matching ottomans. They're all on sale. Shop Shunks at Marquette today.
Now, WZMQ TV 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Kelly Rowland.
And welcome back. I'm going to be tracking another round of snow that's specifically going to impact tomorrow's travels, tomorrow morning and the evening commute, basically an all-day difficult travel situation. Today, though, this was a good checkpoint day coming off of that last snowstorm before moving into the next one. So 29 degrees. Yeah, it was a cold one, but no snow for us just yet. That's what I'm tracking. That's currently the system that's out west. It's going to start to make its way closer to the Upper Peninsula over the next few hours and become more widespread during the overnight. So if you were headed to bed in the next few hours, you might not think there's going to be any snow that you wake up to, but you could be waking up to a decent dusting, maybe even some light to moderate accumulation. So this is a good time to make sure you have anything done that you may need. If you have anything like a frost guard or something you put over your car to try to prevent a lot of that snow pileup, as you know, you probably do, but this is a good time to do it right now before that snow comes in. Winter storm warning for basically everyone. This is going to go into effect at midnight and last through tomorrow evening, all the way through 5 p.m. That purple out to the Newberry, Sault Ste. Marie area, that's a winter weather advisory. May not accumulate as much snow, but still going to have the same impacts with the system. Total snow between 6 to 10 inches. This is specifically for the winter storm warning. I'll break down more specific totals localized here, and there could be some places that maybe get around a foot. The higher terrain, it just depends where the heavier snow sets up, but there is a good chance to have some pretty significant accumulation. And we also have some wind gusts to deal with, up to 40 miles per hour, which is going to cause widespread blowing snow, drifting snow, making that reduced visibility happen, difficult travel all around, and maybe even some potential power outages weighing down the power lines and also just blowing it around. So around that midnight time, I'll really be seeing that snow starting to push in and becoming more widespread, and those heavier totals for that morning commute time. You're going to be driving through falling snow probably for the morning, maybe not for the evening, but then that's where we get all those heavier accumulations. It starts to diminish though once we pass that dinner hour, so it'll be cloudy for most of the morning on Saturday, but the sunshine on Saturday evening and afternoon will definitely maybe help to melt some of that away, but we are looking at a decent time here where that snow is very likely and widespread. It's just a system that's going to be right over top of us and can't really miss it, but that's the main impacts. It tapers off though for Saturday and not looking at too much more going into the first half of the weekend. This is what you could be waking up to, about 3 to 6 inches, really depending on where you are. We could even see those higher totals down to the Iron Mountain area, and for the entirety of this event, yeah, it's going to range from that 6 to 10 inches. We are looking at a good possibility for some significant snow. A little bit better for Saturday. Snow returns though for the second half of the weekend. We'll talk more about that coming up tonight.
Kelly, thank you again. In our continuing partnership with OSF Healthcare, we're joined once again by Dr. Badin. We're talking more about colorectal cancer awareness and how important colonoscopies can be when it comes to a diagnosis. Here's this week's Medical Minute. Dr. Badin, thanks for joining us again. Tell us, what is a colonoscopy?
Colonoscopy is a procedure. It's a scope camera that goes in the bowels. It's done typically under sedation with preparation before, and it has a high accuracy to find early lesions that could become cancer or detect cancer and diagnose it.
So when should someone maybe have a colonoscopy?
The age for screening moved down to 45 now because there are more people having colon cancer younger than 50. So now the age for average risk person is 45 years of age.
Gotcha. And many people may feel embarrassed or awkward when it comes to this kind of procedure. So what advice do you have in overcoming that?
Just to think why we're doing it. Colonoscopy can save life. So when we think of it this way, it takes away the edge of embarrassment. And typically I tell my patients the main factor is just that night before for preparation, but you get a lot of information when you get it done.
Got it. All right, Dr. Badin, those are all my questions again. Thank you so much for joining us.
Sure, anytime.
Still to come on your 19 News, a suspect is dead following an attack on a synagogue in Lower Michigan. And we'll have the latest on the war with Iran. We're back in 2 minutes.
I'll audit every dime of state spending. We'll cut millions in waste to balance the budget and completely eliminate the state income tax. 4747. Career politicians can't do that. This conservative business outsider can.
Homes are like family. They keep us together. A Dan Perkins metal roof is a long-term investment that will preserve the space you value most. Each roof is customized to your home's needs, with panels and components crafted in-house and on-site for exceptional quality and performance. Built to last, it keeps your property safe, secure, and comfortable through every stage of life. While much may change, a Dan Perkins roof endures. Stay confident through life's uncertainties with a roof from Dan Perkins Construction.
I want to know what's going on in the world.
I'm Tony.
You can't do that if you're just sitting in a chair reading about what other people have found.
What do you think of that? Why?
There are big questions that all of us are asking. I want to get you the answers.
How are you?
I'm Tony DeCopo. Join me on the CBS Evening News.
Did you enjoy the Spirit Tunnel?
We did!
Now, Nicola, I know you didn't do it.
The story of this show is that Owen is missing.
We've got the cast of The Last Thing He Told Me.
It has family, it has romance, it has heartbreak.
Then the incredible Alex Honnold.
Have you not rock on?
On J-Hood.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, tomorrow at 4 on WZMQ CBS. Followed by The Kelly Clarkson Show at 5 and 19 News at 6.
Corporal O'Reilly goes by many names.
Big Daddy O'Reilly. I'm Walter O'Radar. I'm Walter O'Reilly.
But to us, he'll always be...
Radar! 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 That's me.
MASH, weekdays and Sundays at 7.
I'll audit every dime of state spending. We'll cut millions in waste to balance the budget and completely eliminate the state income tax. 4747. Career politicians can't do that. This conservative business outsider can.
You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. A synagogue near Detroit that houses an early childhood learning center was targeted in attack today. Bradley Blackburn has the details.
Smoke billowed from the roof of Temple Israel in West Bloomfield, Michigan, as dozens of police vehicles responded to reports of an active shooter.
At least one individual came to the temple. Security saw him, engaged him in gunfire.
Sheriff Michael Bouchard also told reporters law enforcement was already on alert for the possibility of anti-Semitic violence in light of the war in Iran.
There was no lack of preparation. In addition, all Jewish facilities in the area are going to have a lot of extra presence around it until we figure this out.
CBS News confirms the suspect is dead. According to authorities, the suspect, armed with a rifle, rammed a vehicle into the building, the crash sparking a fire.
The investigation will look at who the active shooter was, whether the active shooter was in touch with other individuals. We want to make sure this threat stream is contained, and how, when, and why this individual mobilized to violence.
West Bloomfield Public Schools went into lockdown. Jewish facilities in the area were urged to do the same.
On its website, Temple Israel calls itself the nation's largest Reform synagogue with around 12,000 members. In addition to that early childhood education center, it also offers educational programs for families and adults. Police say no students or staff were hurt. The FBI is investigating a fatal shooting at Old Dominion University in Norfolk, Virginia as an act of terrorism. The university says it happened this morning inside its business school building, claiming the life of one victim and injuring two others. It's been confirmed the suspect, who is deceased, is a former Virginia National Guardsman who served time for attempting to provide material support to ISIS. Students recall hearing screams and being told to run.
My heart dropped. I didn't really know what was going on. I just know I had to leave immediately. And it was pretty scary at that point because I didn't know really what was going on or how close, the threat was. So it was terrifying. I just knew I had to leave from the direction everybody was running.
FBI Director Kash Patel credited a group of students who stepped in and subdued the shooter. Police say the two surviving victims appear to be in stable condition. Classes have been canceled through Friday. It's been confirmed the FBI sent a bulletin to police in California suggesting Iran may try to attack U.S. soil. The memo stems from an apparent tip that came in last month before the Iran war started. It warns that Iran may try to launch drones at the west coast of a seaborne surprise attack. Law enforcement and security officials caution there is no immediate threat. Drone warfare experts say the threat should be still taken seriously.
What we're talking about here is precision systems that have small conventional warheads on board that can target high-rise buildings or key critical infrastructure. So we're talking about smaller blasts usually.
Cornell professor James Patton Rogers stresses the U.S. has the technology to identify and intercept any kind of aerial threat before it comes close to land. Iran's new supreme leader has not been seen or heard from since the bombing of his country began, but today he issued a written statement, the first since taking over for his late father, where he threatened attacks on America and its allies in the Middle East will continue. Erica Brown has more details from Capitol Hill.
Iran state-run TV read a message Thursday attributed to its new supreme leader, Ayatollah Mujtaba Khamenei, who defiantly vowed to continue to block the Strait of Hormuz and target other Gulf nations supporting the United States. Iranian missiles continue to target oil tankers in the strait, which is a key waterway for the global export of crude oil.
Those countries who have joined the aggression should not benefit from safe passage through the Strait of Hormuz.
Iranian drones have also damaged oil facilities of U.S. allies in the region, like Bahrain.
The Iranian regime is trying to create chaos to back us off and keep them in power. The single worst thing we could do is leave this regime in power.
Some lawmakers continue to raise concerns about Operation Epic Fury and the bombing of an Iranian girls' school. Sources tell CBS News a preliminary assessment suggests the U.S. was likely responsible.
Can you guess how we could have gotten this wrong in Iran and targeted a children's school?
Ma'am, I would hesitate to speculate with any incident like this. There's, I would just say there's usually a chain of errors and mistakes that happen, similar to an aviation accident or some other transportation accident. And I would say we just need to let the investigation play out and find all those factors.
Sources say the strike was possibly due to dated intelligence that wrongly identified the school as part of an Iranian military installation.
Evidence suggests the school was hit with a Tomahawk cruise missile, which the U.S. is the only military in the conflict that is using that weapon. Mike Ludlam has your look at sports. When we come back, he'll have the highlights from Menominee's basketball matchup at the Breslin Center earlier today. And an NMU athlete is announced as the Midwest Region Basketball Player of the Year. We'll be right back.
CBS Tonight.
We need that file. We know what we need to do. Little improv.
Enter Matlock.
Pick a kind. Any kind.
Little old lady. Big agenda.
I hope I get back to my full strength.
Matlock is all new. CBS Tonight. New CBS Tonight.
A crossword puzzle case.
The clue is to behave in a cringe way.
Steve Buscemi guest stars.
What is she doing?
Elsbeth is all new. CBS Tonight at 10/9 Central.
When you think Hard Rock, you're thinking music. But when you think Hard Rock Bet Casino app, you should be thinking rewards.
How about that?
That's because on Hard Rock Bet, you get guaranteed rewards every single Thursday.
Legendary rewards, like deposit matches, bonus spins, and more for everyone on the app. Just open up the app and see what you get. Hard Rock Bet, roll with us.
New customers get up to $1,000 back in casino bonus plus 200 bonus spins.
The Shortlist, a countdown show that's all sports. See the greatest names and the greatest games in all sports. Sports fans love it, and you will too. That's The Shortlist, only from SSN, the Cindy Sports Network.
I'm Rachel Knapp. Watch my reports live from Washington, only on 19 News.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
Andersen brand products are #1 in quality, and the Window Store is your local Andersen expert for installation and service of all Andersen windows and doors. From showroom to your home. Andersen Windows and Doors at the Window Store. Andersen is the #1 trusted window and door brand. The Window Store is the Upper Peninsula's clear choice for windows and doors. Now that's a perfect fit. From showroom to your home, Andersen Windows and Doors at the Window Store.
Good evening, everyone. The Menominee Maroons were hoping to become the second Upper Peninsula school to win a football title and a basketball title in the same school calendar year. That's according to the Facebook page Beyond the Bridge. North Central did that 9 years ago. The Maroons met last year's state runner-up, the Arts and Technology Academy of Pontiac, in a Division III basketball semifinal at Michigan State's Breslin Center. Sam Larson's team needed a few minutes to get going, only making one of its first 7 shots, but things were getting good after that. Darren Butler to Dylan Beal behind the arc, that's good. Menominee trailed 9-8. The Maroons grabbed their first lead when Tanner Terkoff returned a pass to Talon Woods for 3. Menominee up 14-13. Woods had 10 in the contest. We get toward the end of the quarter. Woods is going to miss kind of a hurried shot, but Jacob Schultz there with the offensive rebound and puts that one in right around the buzzer, and Menominee had a 16-13 lead after 1. To the second, Brody Dagnow. Alley-oop to Tanner Terkoff doesn't work, but the pass to Darren Butler does. That one's good for 3. 27-19 Maroons. Butler led Menominee with 23. Last minute of the half, Terkoff spots Nathan Comp near the block. Comp scored the first and last baskets of the half, 40-31 at the break. Third quarter, it's 41-37. Ignore the score there. Lewis Lovejoy to Jaden Pierce. He had 26 points, so ATAP down 1 at 41-40. Terkoff makes the layup plus the foul here. 44-42 Maroons. Terkoff had 14, 11 in the second half. But in the fourth quarter, things starting to go the other way a little bit. Darren Butler made that shot to keep Menominee within 2, but a 10-0 run followed for ATAP. Lewis Lovejoy, the jumper, and the foul. Free throw. At ATAP's best player poured in 24. Jaden Price capped the 10-0 run with a three-pointer to make it 62-50. Menominee did not get within single digits the rest of the way. Arts and Technology Academy of Pontiac advanced to the final with a 78-66 win over Menominee, 23-5 record for the Maroons. ATAP advances to play Pewamo Westphalia in the state final Saturday afternoon, I should say. The Pirates sailed past Flint Elite 63-37. Meanwhile, to the scoreboard, Dollar Bay is trailing Detroit Frederick Douglass 22-17 of a half in the Division 4 semifinal. Liam Turtelot 8, Baron Colbert 6, and Caleb Kentala make up the Blue Bowl scoring. 7 players have been able to put in buckets for Douglas, and we'll have highlights of this one tonight on your WZMQ 19 News at 11. Wyoming Tri-Unity Christian and Concord will meet in the other semifinal. Northern Michigan's Dylan Keel has been selected as the Division II Conference Commissioners Association Midwest Region Basketball Player of the Year. The graduate senior forward led NMU to a 27-6 record and the GLIAC regular season title. The GLIAC Player and Defensive Player of the Year contributed in all areas, and he ranks top 15 in Division II in scoring at 21.1 points per game. Keel registered 7 double-doubles, and the 4-time All-GLIAC selection is third now in program history with 2,089 career points. He capped his dominant year with a career-high 41 on 15 of 20 shooting to clinch the regular season title. NMU takes on Rockhurst Saturday in the Midwest Regional. Rockhurst has 2 players on the Midwest first team. Michigan Tech's Marcus Tomashik also is on the first team. Speaking of Michigan Tech, the Husky Steven Sardarian has been named the CCHA Forward of the Year. Sardarian was also named to the All-CCHA First Team. He led the league with 32 points on 10 goals and a league-high 22 assists, +9 rating, 46 shots on goal, 9 blocks, 2 power play goals, and 2 game winners. Sardarian has skated in 36 games in his second season with the Huskies. He ranks 4th in the nation in assists and 9th in points. He transferred to Tech after 2 seasons at New Hampshire and gained his 100th point on March 7th. He is a candidate for the Hobie Baker Award as well. And the Pistons are back in action tonight. So are the Bucks. The Red Wings take on the Lightning, and we will be right back.
From now through March, at Fox Nagani Chrysler, lease a 2026 Jeep Compass Limited Altitude 4x4 for $400 a month for 39 months during the Declaration of Deals sales event at Fox Nagani Chrysler.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. With Skyrizi, feel significant symptom relief at 4 weeks. Many people were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 4 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Control is everything to me.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi.
At LJ Aesthetic Studio in Manistee, we believe that beauty is more than just skin deep. Improve your physical appearance, but also boost your confidence and well-being. We use high-quality products and the latest techniques to provide outstanding results. Our goal is to create a welcoming and inclusive space where you can relax, unwind, and feel your best self. Are you ready? LJ Aesthetic Studio in Manistee. Be your best you.
I can't get a hold of my mom.
I'm sure it's nothing.
Hello?
This is Life Alert. Your mother had an emergency, and we dispatched paramedics to her home.
What happened?
She had a fall, but don't worry. She is safe, and the paramedics are helping her right now.
Life Alert saves a life every 11 minutes. Whether it's to report a fall, a medical emergency, or an intruder, with one simple touch of a button, Life Alert sends help immediately.
Call 800-552-1138. That's 800-552-1138.
From now through March at Fox Nagani Chrysler, lease a 2026 Ram 1500 Laramie Crew Cab 4x4 for $600 a month for 39 months, and get a 10-year 100,000-mile warranty during Ram Truck Month at Fox Nagani Chrysler.
And a final check of your forecast as we are getting a new winter system on the way. There's going to be some snow that pushes in overnight. So for the time being, things are clear. It's a nice evening. Yes, it's cold, but we'll have that winter storm warning kick into effect at midnight. It's going to last through 5 p.m. tomorrow. So the morning and evening commute, we're going to have some snow to deal with. It's going to be another slow go travel wise. Make sure to tune in later tonight for all the latest details on your forecast.
Kelly, thank you again. And finally tonight, a Marquette native and Guinness World Record holder is once again sharing another major feat with his community. You may have heard of 81-year-old Bruce Klosser after he biked 4,200 miles from Virginia to Oregon in 2023 as the oldest person to bike across the United States. Today at the Marquette Regional History Center, he presented another incredible stretch of 2,600 miles from the coast of Alabama to Marquette that he completed last summer.
When I finished the first one, I thought I was finished, but apparently I wasn't. So people tell me, you know, when they hear about the story, they say, oh, I could never do that. Well, probably most of them could do it if they wanted to, but you have to want to, you know, and you have to be willing to put a little work into it.
Klosser says his second trip took about 6 weeks to complete. That's it for now, everyone. We'll see you later tonight.
Good to be with you. I'm Tony DeCopel. The breaking news right now. A U.S. military